Hi, my name's Pat Braden. I grew up in a large family, 7 boys and 1 girl. We attended Mass every Sunday, filled up an entire pew. And I got to tell you, it was one of the best times of my life because I really enjoyed being around my family. The only problem I had was it was such a cold place to me. It was stark, it was unfeeling, there was no warmth, judgmental, and I really never got anything out of the message because it always seemed garbled, just something that somebody read and we moved on. So I think about all the good times I had at church with my brothers and sisters, and then I think about, the one memory that sticks in my head after 37 years is, being whacked in the knuckles with a ruler, and then also a dirty rag by Sister Dolorine. And I'm still trying to figure out what the message from God was in that. And as the years went by, I just felt my heart starting to get cold. And even though I was a good person, I just was missing something. And I've gone through my life 30 plus years beyond that, and I survived, but I know I needed more. About 8 years ago, Robin and I moved down to Florida, and she decided to start going to church. And she would ask me to come along, and I would say, no, that's okay. And at the times I even got belligerent about it. She kept going, and she converted from Judaism to Christianity, and I was in full support of it. I'd go with her occasionally to church, but I never really got any feeling for it. I would go on men's retreats, and the guys were great, but still, it wasn't the feeling I was looking for, and I actually really wasn't even looking for anything. And I kept going through my life trying to be the person I was, but I still was missing something. Well, I woke up one morning in July and decided that I was going to go to church, and I told her I'd like to go with her. She was surprised. We pulled into what I call the strip mall religion place, and I always apologize to Ben and Melissa for that. But then my life changed. I opened the door and walked through, and I could immediately feel the love, the warmth, the caring, the friendship, and I hadn't met anybody yet. And then I started to get to meet some more people, and I met Melissa, and I got to tell you, that same love and warmth and caring and friendship came from her. And if you don't get that feeling when you meet Melissa, then you need to go see a doctor. But then I came into the sanctuary and heard the worship, and it was fantastic. And I heard Ben's message, and he was right on. Mind you, I was not in it at that point, but I knew I was going to keep coming back. And then I started coming back, and we counted the weeks, and it became a joke. It was like 5 weeks, then 7 weeks, then 9, and 11. And at about 14, I think we stopped counting. So I picked up the phone, I called Ben, and I think it was a Tuesday early in October when we met in his office, and we talked for a while, and I made the decision, and we sat and prayed, and I asked God for my salvation, and from there on, I've been in. So I guess if I have to thank anybody here, obviously I have to thank my wife, Robin, for being patient with me. But I definitely have to thank God for getting me up that morning and bringing me through the doors of Generation Church. Again, for me, meeting with Ben and going through the salvation, just coming through those doors was the start of my beautiful exchange.